Well, I got a new microphone, so be happy to hear back from you if you can hear me okay. Welcome, everybody. I'm Rob Booker, best-selling author of Adventures of a Currency Trader, and hello. It's been you I'm looking for. I'm super excited to be here on a Friday and super excited for everything that's coming in December. I don't know if you are, but been doing a lot of stuff lately, and I thought I might actually today let you know a little bit more about what I'm doing next. What's going on next? All right, so I'm going to pull this up so I can make sure that I can see what I'm doing as I go, and you can see the little reflection of the light right here. Hopefully that will make this whole video a little bit easier to see. Okay, so there's a couple things that I'm working on for the foreseeable future, for the next few weeks and months. And you've seen a ton of emails from me, and I've done a ton of promotion on everything, and I've put a bunch of offers out there for people to take advantage of here at the end of the year. And I'm going to keep doing that all the way through the end of the year. So if you don't like me talking about stuff that I've got for you, then I don't know, just subscribe to somebody else's YouTube channel or go somewhere else or have a nice life. But here are the things that I'm working on, and here are the things most important to me right now. Number one on the list of things is, let's get rid of this right here. Pull up this. There we go. Okay, number one is habits. And I've been reading the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. And what I really love about this is we do an if-when statement. So for example, when I walk into the office, then I check the robots. So that's a flow of a habit. And what a habit needs is a cue, C-U-E. So when I wake up in the morning, I check the robots or I whatever else. And by including this in a list of things that you already do, you're more likely to do it. And I've realized that all of my friends who are really successful at trading, and me to the extent that I've been successful in trading or anything else that I've ever done, have had some kind of habitual routine that they do. And it's so ingrained in them that they don't even think about it anymore. Joel, for example, I think you're probably watching right now, and Joel, you set your robot orders, you set it up at 9 o'clock at night or whatever. No matter what anybody thinks about you having that schedule, you do it. It's just become part of your routine and part of your process. And I think we make the mistake of thinking that somebody's successful at trading or anything else because I've been looking at the microphone the whole time. Just speaking into the microphone. This is where the microphone is, and then this is where the camera is. So anyway, we make the mistake of thinking that the system is where all the action is, and where all the benefit is, and where all the profits come from. And of course, having a system is important, and I think that's pretty obvious. But what really matters is having a routine in place so that you're implementing the system on a regular basis and you have good habits. Bad habits are pretty much what destroy all unsuccessful trading. So what I thought I would do in the month of December is focus a lot on teaching and discussing and establishing and talking about some good habits that I need to have and that, some of you could have as well. All right. The other thing that's happening in the next few days, over the next few days, is the big robot sale. And a lot of you already know that I'm doing this because I've basically bombed your email inbox and talked about it every day this week. So I have a big robot sale because over the next 12 months, this is a massive focus for me, is to have the same robot running in the same way and not mess with it and produce, as I have said a million times before, that 2 to 3% per month stable return to the extent that I can do that. And that is a giant focus. Now, if that's what I want to accomplish, I have to have the habits in place to do that. So I have to have a routine in place that allows me to do that. I have to have a system and a process for looking at the robots and And I have to list that out. I have to have a checklist of things that I do every day. And it's got to be part of my ordinary everyday flow. I can't suddenly decide that sometime during the day I'm going to check the robots. I can't do that. That's not going to work. So I have to have an established set routine. That's going to be a huge part of what I do. And I have mentioned this 1,000 times, and you can go to my homepage and you can go to any YouTube video I've done this week, and I'm sure you can see a link for that. We're also going to try a new strategy. It's really not a new strategy, but the other day I was having this conversation with my friend Boris, and Boris and I talked about the fact that if we had simply been focusing on and doing and remembering to do the same systems that worked for us way back in the day, we'd be a lot better off. And he and Kathy interviewed me for their book Millionaire Traders a long time ago, and this is the system that got me into that book. And I don't trade it anymore. And I thought, well, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely preposterous. So I'm going to go back to investigating this strategy, teaching it to the members, and discussing this in greater detail. And we went over this, I think yesterday, we kind of, went over this a bit. I have no idea why the number 25 is here. Although that is my favorite number, by the way. I was second baseman in 1980. I was a second baseman on the Indians in Glendale, California. We could probably, wait a minute, I have a picture of this. Where is that photo? Oh, I put it inside one of these bins. Hold on. Hold everything. Look at this. I found it. So that, okay, so first I was number 4. Look at that little Robbie Booker. That's pretty great, isn't it? That was when I was number 4, and I was on the Indians. I wanted number 25, and I got it the next year. I don't know why that's my lucky number, but it is. Anyway, so that was me from 1980. How's that? So I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to focus on spending some time with this as well. So basically, here's the deal. I've realized that over the course of the last few months that having a routine of coming here on YouTube and Facebook and sharing some stuff with you has really resonated with you. And me being predictable and stable, I'm not stable, me being predictable and dependable to be here and talk to you has been really good. Like it's had a ton of comments and a bunch of positive reactions, and a couple of you jerks don't like it, but hopefully you'll all move to somewhere where you don't have internet next year. It struck me that being predictable and dependable and on a routine makes a big difference. And then I realized that the same is true for my members, that I've got to get into a better schedule. I've got to get into a better routine of producing something consistent and repeatable and focused. And I don't know how else we're all going to get to where we want to go. I mean, here's how you make, all this stuff is, this is kind of, it's probably not a real popular thing to talk about. But if you want to make a ton of money in the world of, trading education, hey, welcome, Dave and Summer, to the robot package. Nice to see you. Okay, so if you want to make a bunch of money in the education business, if you want to make just piles of money, you change what you're doing all the time, and you trade like a maniac. That's what you do. Because you can just excite people every 5 seconds about stuff. And if you want to make less money as an educator, but have more success stories, then you focus. And this has really struck me as important. So at least over the next month, let's set predictable goals. But at least over the next month, it's important. Focus on getting a routine. Focus on a strategy that works, that's dependable, that's repeatable, that's consistent. Those are really important things. That's going to make a difference in my life, and hopefully, if I can show you that it makes a difference in my life, then it'll make a difference in your life as well. And then I'll continue to show up here every day of the week, especially on YouTube, for a lesson or an update, or look at my live trading account, or testing out a brand new microphone, which it may not even work and you may not even be listening to me right now. Anyway, I love the crap out of you. I'm so grateful for your attention. We're almost at 17,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I know that makes me a narcissistic, egotistical maniac, and I know that's true about me. And I'm a self-promoter, and I got all kinds of personal flaws, and I just appreciate you coming along for the ride. And I know I'm off-putting, and I know that I know some people don't like all this stuff, and I'm cool with that. Like, I don't think I'm the greatest thing ever. I never thought that in the first place. I just really love doing this, and I really love each of you on the other side of the camera. And there are some of you that can't believe that that's true, but it really is. And I'm so grateful for your time and your attention. If you are a member, remember, if you're a lifetime member or a member of the Path that just came in last week, January 5 and 6, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have a group of people at the office. We're going to have 5 or 6 people here at the office. There's no room for you here right now. So I got to clear this table off and get some things organized. But we're going to have a bunch of you, well, a few of you here at the office. I'm going to record it and have it available about a month later. And we're going to go deep into habits and systems. So one system and one set of habits. And we're going to dive really deep into that. And then we're going to go swimming in the super cold lake. No, we're not actually going to do that. But so if you're interested in that and you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube and you can leave a comment and let me know you're interested, the email is going out to all the members this weekend, where you can put an application in and tell me more about yourself and the goals that you want to accomplish. And I can see the group of people that's going to be the best fit to work together in the office. And of course, I'll do more of those, so this won't be the last time that I do it. Anyway, that's my public service announcement here for Friday. We'll be back on Monday with live trading, all kinds of great stuff. I mean, tons of stuff kicks off next week. The brand new members to the robot class that just got in, the brand new members to the membership that just got in. We're kicking off a whole bunch of great stuff for you all next week. But I'll be back here on YouTube to say hi to everybody and tell you how much I love you, even though some of you jerks don't believe it. Having a good time. And I'm off to Dallas with my wife this weekend. She ran like 16 miles this week. What is she, like Superwoman? Did I marry Wonder Woman? What in the crap is going on? Anyway, let's just put a plug in for her blog. If you're still watching now, then obviously you like me. And I like you. You can go to nikkibooker.com and you can get her podcast. That's probably all in the bright. You can see it. And get her podcast. Her podcast is better than mine. And she actually releases episodes of her podcast because she's amazing. Anyway, go check it out. Love you all. Have the best day ever. I keep looking at this because there's a camera and a microphone over here. I gotta get on that. See you later, everybody. I love you all. Do 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 do.